Hey sunshine, how are you? Is it, oh, happy days, it's Monday? Or are you more like this today? Is it the Monday wilts and wonders of homeschooling? Or are you like, yay, it's Monday? Well, if you're like many of us, that's a delusion. As you can tell, I am looking like a candy cane today. Well, to be honest, not every day is a great day. I've been up since 2 o'clock, not because I'm like some super mom, like this hyper performance individual. No, I just couldn't sleep, frankly. My 14-year-old decided to have a dance party up until 10:30 last night. And then I woke up at 2 and I haven't been back to bed yet. So yes, I look like a mustic right now because the colours are bright, they're uplifting, and I kind of need it. I've had 2 coffees already this morning. I know I'm probably going to crash and burn after lunchtime, but I knew if I didn't do this now, I would never, ever do it. Now, even in homeschooling families, days are not perfect. My 17-year-old daughter is probably just getting out of bed. Yep, just getting out of bed. Yep. She's probably the little penguin's going to be walking out here anytime soon. The great thing is she's very diligent with her schoolwork and helping around the house. But she's not she's a snooze buttoner. Something we're working on, something she'll get better at. But she is a very diligent, hardworking individual, irregardless of her snooze buttoning. It takes a lot to be as creative and fun as her. But anyway, here's some tips that we use to get any day jump started, but especially Monday. Okay, so apart from mamas, grab yourself some flowers. There's plenty of places that are still doing flower delivery, or there's, if you're here in Tasmania, close to Hobart, there's the pick your own strawberries. They actually have a big sunflower thing, and they're only like $2 a sunflower, so they're fairly affordable and they're beautiful. Get a diffuser. We're diffusing in Vision this morning to invoke vision, because it says my people fail for a lack of knowledge, people fail for a lack of vision, or my people perish for a lack of vision. So we're invoking vision this morning, because I don't believe in Monday-itis, Monday blues. I don't subscribe to that. I actually try and redirect those kind of thoughts in a positive. It's just Monday. That's all it is. It's just a Monday. It's just another day. So we can redirect those thoughts. So we're redirecting it with some Envision this morning, diffusing that. As you can hear in the background, I've got some quiet, relaxing music. Now, this is not normally what we do. We did for a period, a couple of years, where we'd actually start the day with some quiet, relaxing music that had no words in it or anything, so no one could sing. It was just mellowing. It was about 30 minutes around the table. And what we would do was anything, crosswords or art therapy, or we'd get onto, someone's trying to call me, we'd get onto some things like Art Venture, and they'd do their drawings that they needed to do for their science, or they'd just draw in a sketchbook, something like that. And it was just a time of just calming, getting into the method and the mode of schoolwork, activating different sides of the brain, creativity, especially if you're an analytical person, opening up a different avenue in the brain, or if you are a creative person, doing the opposite, opening up a more an analytical kind of your side of your brain. So that's something that we did to jumpstart our day, and just something that you can do. Another thing is schedules. Keeping a schedule during a crisis is very, very important. Now, we haven't had to do this for a long time. We sometimes still do it during school holidays, because it's called the board. Now, this is going to be back to front, but what I'll do is I'll actually post a picture of it. Please excuse my handwriting. I did it last night. But this is here, our happy day. I will, like I said, post a picture of it in the board, and it just sort of is it's like a skeleton. I believe in having a skeleton approach, because you can add to a skeleton, you can't take away from a body. I don't really do a very rigid schedule. There's certain structures of giving them an opportunity to step up in their leadership, in their self-governance, and their self-guiding. And then if they don't necessarily adhere to it, as you'll see here, it says before you break out your Instagram or realitygram, these things are expected of you. and there's no TV until a good faith of effort and schoolwork and so forth like that. The reason I set that is that that gives them an opportunity to guide and lead themselves well. And if they choose not to, then they actually forego those opportunities. It is also an opportunity for them to negotiate with me. So I'm teaching them how to negotiate. I call it negotiate with a terrorist. Because sometimes kids feel, especially teenagers, feel like us as parents, we're against them. So that I say, well, you need to learn how to negotiate with the terrorist. I'm not against them. I'm trying to help them be responsible, be respectful, to be accountable. Even you can do this with little kids too, that, hey, if you go pick up your room, go pick up the toys, then you can have, 30 minutes of tablet time. Let's see how fast you can do it. Do you think you can do it in 30 minutes? Now, if they're in there for an hour and you see buddies flying everywhere and everything, well, then they have, you give them a warning. Hey, do you remember what we said? You understand that because you're taking so long, you're actually lessening your time on your tablet or watching a TV show or playing a video game. So it's teaching them to be accountable and responsible and respectful, because you are not a micromanager. You are not their slave, mamas. Many of you didn't choose to be homeschoolers. You were forced into it because of this crisis. So, and that brings me to another point I probably should have started. You need to give yourself and them some grace, mama and papas. Give yourself and them some grace. You're going to have people that sleep in. You're going to have people that get up early. You're going to have people all over the place. But also you're going to be a bit all over the place because this is new for you. This is not something you felt convicted about doing. This is not something that you necessarily wanted to do. This is something you were forced to do. It wasn't your choice. And so along with that, both you and your children or teenagers are going to have negative feelings about that, really. Some are going to like, yay, and think it's a party. It can be, have a break. Have a bit of a break for a while. The school holidays are coming up anyway. But then there's going to be ones that are going to be really reluctant and rebellious and hard charging against you. So being mindful of that, you need to understand that this is a very emotional time. And not only for yourself, mama and papas, about giving yourself grace, you need to do things for your own mental and emotional well-being to help yourself hash through what you're going through. Here's a great resource for the kids, but it's very beneficial even for an adult to do with children. You'll find them on Facebook, but you can even go to YouTube and they've got the video tutorials there and they're free. Or you can actually get the book. This is a fantastic resource I learnt about when I went to SU Queensland to do my Cert 4 in youth work. Phenomenal educator, phenomenal teacher, truly has a heart for children. And there's some great resources on her Facebook page and on her YouTube thing to help you and your children through this time. Another great couple of resources that all our kids have done, and many people have heard about them before, but highly recommend them. They work like gold, is the Battlefield of the Mind for kids and for teens. There's also the one for adults. That's something to help you and your children work through this time. So I hope these tips were helpful for you. I'm going to capitalize on what little bit of energy I do have left, and I'm going to go get a workout started. I'm going to ring in my teenagers who are fully capitalizing on the fact that mummy's doing this video right now, and I'm going to get them back into the circle of things and back on track. So I hope you have a blessed day. If you have any questions, let me know. Share with any of your friends, tag them. I'll make this sure this is public so anyone can be tagged in it, and I'm happy to answer any questions, do more videos like this in the future, even a Facebook Live. I am not an expert, but I have been homeschooling since, for 14 years now. I'm going on our 14th year. So I didn't intend to do it for 14 years, but that's what ended up happening, and we're still homeschooling. We've still got two 17-year-olds and a 14-year-old going on 15-year at home. So I've done it from kindergarten, even preschool and up. I've been at home with my kids. So what may work for me may not work for you. You may get some great tips, you may not. If you have any questions, let me know. I look forward to talking with you soon. Take care and God bless. Bye-bye.